Good morning. We're going to talk to you a little bit this morning about your chakras or your energy system because there are a lot of humans that have curiosities about these. Many will ask us once I get them open or cleared and have addressed anything that is holding me or lodged in me. Yes. Am I set then? Is this something that is going to keep reoccurring or blocking over and over again? So we want to address some of these questions that we have gotten that humans are interested in knowing about, you see. And what we really want you to understand is that you are a feeling, sensing, tasting, smelling human. Yes, you have all these senses so that you can react to the environment that you are in for the high part of yourself as the experiencer that you are, you see. And the human is so sensitive, so noticing of its environment that it is very easy for it to become the environment and forget about the high source that it is actually connected to and working with, you see. And so what we want to talk about today in these energy centers is that in the life that you are living, if you are to take a look at oneself, some of the traumas perhaps that you experienced that you are remembering, yes, or difficult situations, let's use that term, oftentimes those are the things that can become lodged in the energy centers and actually start to make you become the human a little bit, make you get stuck in the emotion of that experience and not be able to let it pass through you, which would be the ultimate or optimum result that you would have, you see. And so this is a way of you determining what it is. A human, if we were to take your hand and place something in it and you did not know what it was that we placed in it and you closed your fingers around it and we said you have to hang on to this thing, yes, don't let go of it, you would have to ask us, what is it that you put in there? Or you would have to imagine by feeling and thinking and asking yourself what you think that object is, you see. And then also conversely to that, if you have something in your hand that you picked up, that you personally just picked it up, you know what it is, you have it in your hand, and you're clutching it and holding it, you are very aware and knowing that this is something that you have held and that you are keeping in your body, you see. This is yours from the life that you are living. And what we have given you here are just two analogies between blockages that come from you in the present life that you are living in, and then blockages that are carried from the ancestry or from past lives that you may not be aware of exactly what they are, but they are held within your energy system, you see. And so your work, if you want to call it work as a human, is to go into this observation of oneself on the spiritual journey that you are on, and to notice areas that you are reactive in, that you are emotional in and responsive to. And this is how you're going to determine what it is by the remembering. I remember the experience that I had where I was hurt in the heart, yes, or where I was physically hurt. That could also cause a deposit into the energy centers. So you're going to kind of observe yourself in your day-to-day living, and you're going to notice when you become activated by an emotional state, and then you're going to make a clear decision in that moment. Is this one that actually belonged to me in my present life? Can I actually track it down or trace it to something that has occurred to me in my past? The one that I am holding personally in my hand and not letting go of, yes? Or whether this doesn't really feel familiar to me. I'm definitely feeling the emotion. I'm definitely having this reaction over and over again, but have no idea why it is I am having it or holding it, you see. So you have these two things. You have yourself in the present day life that you are living, including some of your past life experiences. And then you have this lineage, those that have gone before you that are in your family lines that you have agreed to carry or take on and heal in the body that is you see. So what is your work then, or what is it that we are trying to give you today? Well, we want to give you this very definitive idea, an understanding really, that you can actually detect or notice what belongs to you and what belongs to your lineage by the way that you feel. When it belongs to you, you're going to really experience it over again as though you are just feeling it again like you did when the infraction occurred. But if it is lineage, there will be almost a little confusion with it. There will be not quite the painful feeling or result that it would be if it were yours personally in the present day life that you are living. And so this will give you an idea, and then you know to ask. We want you to remember the recording that we gave a few days or a week ago about asking. It's a very short recording. If you haven't listened to it, we would advise you to do so. That the universe cannot really step in or assist you in what it is you are wanting unless you actually invite it or ask it. And why is this? Because you are a sovereign being. You have come here to create independently, unless, of course, you invite or you ask that high part of yourself to give you some input, some direction in what you are wanting to have it in, you see. And we promise you, yes, if you have an emotional state that is coming up over and over again and you find yourself being trapped in it as a human and feeling it quite often and then creating unconsciously, because that's what happens when you're stuck in an emotion that you can't get out of, then you want to ask the universe, is this a healing that I am to do for my lineage? And then we want you to acknowledge what it is that comes to you from the high part of yourself. If it confirms you that yes, it is, then you are simply to breathe in and allow yourself to feel this emotion for all that is, for all that you are, for all that your lineage is. And then in the breath that you take, and as you blow it out and expel it, that you know that you are releasing it for your lineage. And in this way, you are healing yourself, your lineage, and humanity all at one time, you see. We think this is an important recording and one that humans are always questioning about. We want you to know that that energy system, the chakra system, or chakra, however you pronounce it, yes, is something that is responsive constantly to you. It is always reacting to you, to the life situations that you find yourself in. So they will always be contracting and expanding. But by you having this awareness and by you becoming this observer of yourself, you will be able to keep those centers operating as they should and allow those emotions to simply escape from your body and not become contained in it. What happens when they become contained in it? Well, a human can get very downtrodden. They can feel depressed. They can feel as though life isn't worth living. They can feel as though they have no control. They are victimized over the circumstances they are having, not realizing that they are creating unconsciously because of the emotions that they have chosen to hang on to. Not really chosen, but unconsciously chosen. So what we are wanting to do today here is make you very consciously aware of this decision that you have and this ability that you have to really feel yourself and observe yourself and decide whether or not something actually is yours from the life experience you've had, or you are actually just going through some lineage energy, yes, let's call it that you are wanting to heal for the line, you see. We hope that you get this transmission with the love and intention that it is sending. We are here to heal this world one step at a time, and that step involves you. We hope that you do the work that we are suggesting that you do. We wouldn't call it work. We would call it self-betterment, self-analysis, the growing or evolution of one's soul. That's what we would call it. Good day.